Oh wow. So we made it, but not in the way
I
you're
just
expecting.
I just want to let people know that my camera on my phone is not smudged, it's cracked. So that's why the clarity isn't good. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
cracked.
I mean, but yeah, you heard Kris in the background. He's here. We're trying a new setup. This time is a test run. But let me go ahead and get him on screen here. There he is. Kris and
Hey,
all in all his 720 glory.
hey, let me tell y'all niggas something, bro. We decided that we could do this shit better on our own merit than running by somebody else's rules, their time frames and shit like that. So the setup is going to get better.
Yeah, of
This is just
course.
night one. Like I could really push the pillows on my couch up. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna be there next episode. So y'all don't even gotta worry about that.
And
Don't even
then
look
no
at it.
one noticed until you pointed it out because I have you cropped in quite good here. But
Nah, that look like a nigga who like the leather on that couch looks like mechanic skin. So I think you can
no,
definitely
if they're not watching this and listening to this, they're probably like,
yeah,
"What the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is
No, y'all
happening
gotta
right
watch it
now?"
now. Now they gotta watch it to see if the couch really look like
Got to see the
mechanic.
couch.
Like some skin, some black nigga skins be like look like leather, bro. Like tough like leather. But I like to welcome everybody back to the Step Brothers podcast. I don't know what episode we at. I don't know.
265. It
Two
was on
sixty
the
five.
yeah.
It's your host with the most, Kris Minor, aka Dino Simone, extra cheese and pepperoni, yada yada cheese enchilada. What's good, dog? And you get your AKAs off because I'm finna go on a tangent.
Yeah, I know. This whole episode is gonna just be you airing your shit out, and then we're gonna end it. So like,
I
it's
tweeted
late.
you, I tweeted Amanda, and I
Yeah,
tweeted God to let
yeah. I saw you.
everybody know.
You tweeted God himself. Like,
God definitely got a Twitter.
yeah. So,
Definitely. I got a
yeah.
story to tell about God
It's
too.
Dalton DADD that gang. You know, it's late, so we're doing late night pod tonight.
Yeah.
Uh, we it it was supposed to be done a couple times, but we had to do it now. So,
Yeah.
but
We
which is the thing because Kris has some shit to say anyway. So,
yeah. And
um,
tonight's the perfect night. I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. It's Sunday night.
yeah.
Joe Biden has pulled out of the election.
Oh, you just start
Right?
there. Okay.
Like that I'm just no, I ain't starting there. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
just to give the niggas a time, a idea
Oh,
of what
time
mental
frame. When we're at. Okay.
capacity niggas is in right now. Niggas is wilding.
It's 11:30 p.m.
All right, that's where we at. Let me start off this rant by saying, um, I don't know if Jehovah Witnesses still pull up to y'all crib or like, or like, or
Or
like,
what?
missionary dudes that
Dudes.
that do that side of church pull to your
Okay.
crib. But like, I was at the crib. I'm at the crib. We're at the crib. I was getting ready to head to this event hosted by Colors, I think, which I'm gonna get into that later in the episode. I went to an event that was trash. I did not stay there more than 10 minutes.
Would long.
Yeah, turned around and left. But before I headed out to Dallas to go to the event, I hear a knock at the door. And I'm like, who the fuck is at the door? Because, at this age, this time that we're living in, nobody shows up to your house unannounced
Yeah.
unless they're trying to sell you something. Like, there was a time where,
Or a
like,
roofer.
Jonathan could just walk through the front door and everything be hunky dory.
Yeah.
But we living in unprecedented times, man. The president just got shot, so we ain't doing that shit no more. You feel me?
He's not the president.
Former president.
There you
Well,
go.
maybe I'm being foreseeable. I'm a prophet or some shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So look, regardless of who was at the door or why somebody would be at the door. Oh, I'm peeking a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's go on.
you got a little excited and too close. I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn it
I
down.
did. I'm sorry. So regardless to the fact of why, whatever. I go to the door. Now, mind
Okay.
you, I just popped in some Tyson chicken nuggets into the air fryer, so I'm focused. I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm
Great.
trying to get them. I'm trying to get them crisp on both sides.
Yeah,
Like I want to take a nut. I want to take each nugget out the air fryer and scrape it and hear the sound. Like I'm that locked in. You feel
okay.
me?
All right.
So I hear a knock at the door. And something that I adopted because of Dalton, watching Black Dynamite. Anytime I get a phone call at work, my music stopped playing, whatever, I instantly, the first thing I say is, "Who's interrupting my kung fu?" That's like off the rip. That's what I
Yeah.
say, no matter what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Like that's just like my go-to,
The
like little
phrase.
catchphrase. So I walk to the door. We got blinds, so I can kind of see that it's a white guy.
Hmm.
He's got a dress shirt on,
You
short sleeve dress shirt
you
tucked
should
in.
know
I'm
what
like,
that was immediately.
well, I have white neighbors, so it could be
Mm,
a number of things going on today. That knock at my door. So I get to the door, and it's not only one white man in a short dress shirt, it's two.
did they have a bicycle?
No, they did not. At least
Okay.
they didn't park it to where I could see.
Can you see the bicycle? Okay.
But again, wait, they didn't have bicycles because they're not um Mormons. They're fucking, well, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly. Missionary? I don't know. That's what they say. Like their name is like, they got like titles in front of their last name. I don't remember what it was. It was like something. I don't know. But anyways,
Okay.
he was like, "Yo, they asked for my dad by name, so I know they called my dad in the mix before." And I was like,
Mm,
he's on the phone with my grandma, bro. He can't come to the phone."
they're coming to the door right now.
Yeah, like he can't
Yeah.
go to the door. He on the phone with my grandma.
Yeah. You
But
better.
you got me. I kind of hit them with the Will Smith and Martin energy. Like,
Yeah.
you here to take my daughter on a date? I hit them with that. Like my arm, I'm leaning. I still got
Yeah.
my work clothes on. I'm like, what y'all niggas want, man? Damn, I'm hitting everything. But anyways, so they were like, oh yeah, we're here to speak to your father, and we talked to him before, da da da, yada yada. So I was like, yeah, he's on the phone, but I could take your card, like if blah blah blah. So so he was like, okay, cool. And what's your name? And I told him my name, and they told me theirs. And then they was like, well, since we got you here, what like, when did you discover like God was real, or like what's your personal like relationship with
Relationship
God
with
or
God.
whatever? So I was like,
Yeah.
I like I don't. They probably felt like I was bullshitting, but I was being so serious. But I delivered it in such a bullshit way. They probably
Oh
thought I
yeah.
was joking.
Okay.
So I was like, "Was my relationship with God?" I'll tell you. I said I was having a conversation with a friend, man, and he said, "Kris," and I said, "What's up?" He said, "You know, we live 5 minutes away from the Grand Prairie line, right?" I was like, "Yeah, true, true." And he was like, "It's raining in Grand Prairie right now. 5 minutes away." I said, "Yeah, it is." He said, "But it's dry right here where we at." I said, "Word, word." He said, "Nigga, that's God." I told them this like straight up. And it was like, "Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that." I said,
Uh,
"Yeah, man. It's something bigger than us going on right here, right now, brother."
oh my God.
So, but I
Yeah.
mean this shit though. I'm not. I know I'm saying it like jokingly and shit, but I
Yeah.
mean
I know.
this shit.
I know you mean it. That's why it's funnier.
Matter of
But
fact, I told him it was Chaz that told me that, and I
yeah.
said, "Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He was drunk when he told me."
Oh, it had to be.
Yeah, but I was like,
Chaz used to
"Hey,"
preach all the time.
but nothing made more sense to me to make me understand and realize that there's something bigger than us always at play, bro.
Yeah.
And whatever you decide to chalk it up to, whether it's the universe, God,
Hmm.
astrology, whatever the fuck, it's
Yeah.
something bigger than you. And if you can accept and acknowledge that there's something bigger than you happening,
Oh,
me personally, I feel like you're a person of morality and some good sense or whatever. So I got them on up out the way. Not before they said, "Well, we'd love to come talk to you some more about God. When are you free?" I said, "Nigga, I'm off tomorrow. Y'all come holler at me." I told them that. They said 6:30. I said, "I'll be here." So next week I'll let y'all know if them niggas pull back up on me. But I'm gonna give them an earful. I'll let you know that right now. I don't play about my God. You feel me? But the segue I was about to go into is crazy. There's somebody else out here that God don't play about.
oh, okay.
That's fucking Donald J. Trump,
Oh,
man.
don't do this.
I'm just telling you
Don't
the
do
fucking
this. He's
truth.
God's favorite, Chris.
I ain't saying he his favorite, but that
Nah.
nigga, he touched. He
Nah,
touched,
bro.
bro.
Don't do this.
Bro,
You
all
telling me
right,
a
break it
sexual
down.
predator
Okay,
is touched by God? He has favor?
bro, you saw the
Okay.
video like I saw the video, right?
Yeah, I saw the
Now I
stage
told you,
video. Sure.
I told you, right? Like you found out he got shot through me, right?
No.
What? Because when I text you, I was like, "Yo, I know your dad texted you." He was like, "Text me about what?" So I
Yeah.
figured he didn't.
Nah, because I was just saying he know better than to text me shit like that. Because
Oh
I'm gonna tell
no,
him. Because I'm
this
gonna
is
tell him
world news.
get the fuck off my phone, bro.
It was last Saturday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was definitely a week ago.
Yeah. So last Saturday for y'all, for those
That's
who's
a
living
crazy
under,
statement though. He is
no, but bro. Rather he staged it, someone staged it against him. However you decide to look at what happened, the fact that he moved his head when he did, bro, you can't practice that type of accuracy from somebody who's supposed to stand there and get shot.
no, but
You can't say move your head just this much.
you're the bigger picture is. Do you know how big a sniper bullet is?
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3.
They big, bruh.
Right.
They like that big.
Okay.
If it even touched his ear correctly, his ear would have been gone. This motherfucker was golfing the next day. This shit ain't fucking real.
Okay. So
But
here
at the
lies.
end of the day,
Yeah.
I have a problem with you just saying he has divine protection because they're using this God shit all over just because they're trying to get votes from this man.
I get the voting part, bro, but you got to understand. Okay, so let me go back. Let me ask you
Because I'm
this.
saying if there's people highly favored, he can't be over other people. There's no way.
Nah. I mean, hey, 50 got shot 9 times and he here for a real reason. Because
Yeah,
he got hit like he got hit.
but he's still breathing. I know.
But he's still fucking breathing,
Yeah,
man.
but he
So,
not fucking breathe.
but let me ask you this. Without any influence, whatever, do
Okay.
you believe that an attempt was taken on his life? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So the person that ultimately did end up losing his life, what would you call that?
So they confirmed the person dead, right?
They did. He was a fireman, I think, or yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
What do I call that? I call it a political casualty.
Mm. Okay. I can agree.
I mean, Ronald
Agree.
Reagan put cocaine in black neighborhoods.
That's a fact.
So
He the reason
you
why I'm
don't
fucked
put
up today.
these motherfuckers don't care about nobody, right?
No, I agree.
Because they run in this shit like once I saw it happen, I was like, oh, this shit a wrap now.
Yeah.
He gonna have like
He won.
he gonna have like it, and then like I'm telling you, like you all these people like at the Republican convention saying I saw an angel come down and protect him.
We ain't going that far now.
But that's what I'm saying. They're using it in that kind of way. Now, if it wasn't staged, like, or wasn't a plan, like, that's crazy. He didn't like. I mean, they said that shooter was an amateur shooter, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, the bullet they showed, if that shit touched your ear, your ear is gone.
I agree. I mean,
But
this is all
and
I'm
then all the
saying.
weird shit happened in the background, like the lady, like reacting to it the way she did. Like it was just all that shit weird. But I don't put nothing past none of these politicians, man. Like
I don't either.
especially that motherfucker.
But again, I feel like any type of artillery going off.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back to the Meg Thee Stallion case with the everybody questioning, did you get shot or how you get shot in your foot and it didn't hit a bone because all the bones in your feet. Bullets have been known to do some tricky shit, man.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, I'm not going to go as far as to say that it was fake. That's first and
Okay.
foremost, because someone actually died behind it. Even
Right.
if it was a a political, like, oh, let's get some sympathy votes because this thing happened. I don't think the intention was for anyone to lose their life, right? So the fact that it happened,
Yeah.
obviously, yes, now Trump is up 1 billion points, like, you know, in this running.
Yeah.
Especially because the picture afterwards, which I'm not gonna lie, Dalton, I'm sorry, and I don't want to sound ignorant, and I don't want to sound like
Are you
whatever,
talking
but
about his
that
like pose?
that picture hard, bruh. That
Oh.
picture hard. I might tell Alex to put that on the t-shirt. Screen print that for you, boy. Let me wear that.
Ugh.
Or, incorporate that into one of the fits. It's just a great pick, man. Like, regardless, they played that shit right. But ultimately, someone did lose their life. And
Yeah.
I don't think he signed up to lose his life.
No, I
So
don't.
if
I
it
mean, of course not. Yeah.
so if it was a ploy on Donald Trump's side, he got to wear that, like, for the rest of his life.
And he does not care. But
And then the flip side of that, because I've been seeing speculation that, the fact that there's videos that came out of people pointing out that the shooter was on the
yeah.
roof,
Mm-hmm.
and they decided not
They
to act
they
or
ignored it. Yeah.
whatever, that could lead people to believe someone wanted this to happen,
Right.
rather from Trump's side or an opposing side or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this shit go deep. And it, like I said at the top of the pod, like Joe Biden dropping out today, and I didn't realize that it happened until Dalton picked me up from work today, and he was like, "Hey, Biden dropped out," and I was like, "Nah, I did not know that. This is
Yeah.
news to me." And I get on Twitter and I see people are taking this like to heart, and it's almost kind of like, I thought we wanted this though, right? He's an old man. He don't know his wife's name. He don't know what a black job is. Like, this man clearly, he's not adequate
his,
to.
his mental was on decline.
Right. So
Heavy.
I don't see why we would want him to run in favor of the majority of the Democrats anyways. Like, that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Um so to see like the reviews about this on Twitter was kind of off-putting, and now Kamala she got support from the National Black Caucus.
Yeah. And Joe
Uh
Biden endorsed her, of course, and then
Joe
several
Bill
people.
Bill and Hillary
Yeah.
also.
Several people.
And you know like Dalton said on the way to his house today, she's gonna give him a run for his money when it comes to the debates. She's a great talker, a great speaker. But I just think we're probably going to see another Ford with Trump at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
And
to be honest with you, like it's a lot of work ahead if that's not gonna happen.
yeah,
But I really, it's one of those things. I mean, what's destined to happen will happen. Now
yeah,
that's now that's now that's the biblical side to it.
it was written.
Um, I'm gonna do my part any way I can. But uh, it takes more than just me.
Yeah, of course.
But um, yeah, it's just at this very moment in time, right? It just seems like all the signs are pointing to what you're saying, right? Another forward Trump. The the positive side to that is
Mhm.
that'll, well, I don't know. It should be his last 4 years.
Yeah, unless there's
I don't.
some.
I know he can't run again,
Yeah,
but I would be highly unsurprised if he tried to make that rule that something not a thing. Like, I can run as many times as I want. However, that's like, I don't. That might be even for him, that might be an uphill battle, because that means the people that are sucking on his tit to get in the office, because that's all they're using him for. You know, people like stolen support because they're getting in the White House. They waiting for it. Like I'm telling you, they waiting for that boy death, like or like fall off because like, they can take his place. But yeah. So, but there's a lot of dangerous shit in line that him and his people want to enact, and they're gonna do it very swiftly.
Yeah.
As you've already seen with him being a 38 count felon, the Supreme Court literally a week later said that has no barring on this election. And think about that. We have felons in jail with less counts than that
100%.
for less crimes that can't even get jobs because they're felons.
Kamala put some of them niggas in there though.
Right?
So
and if we want to talk about that flip side, Trump donated to her campaign when she was the DA. So he
part of the Central Park 5 getting locked up as well.
So all that shit is
so that's why when you see these, no offense, but it's mostly women. When you see these white liberal women talk about a vote for a non-vote is a vote for Trump, I don't think they're gauging the full scope of why someone would be like, hey, well, Trump locked up 5 innocent black men or was a part of 5 innocent black men getting locked up. That they came and made a docuseries about they getting honored at the BET Awards and shit like that. Because they're now they're known as the exonerated 5, right? Yeah. Kamala's locked up a multitude of niggas.
Yeah, she was police
for weed and whatever the case may be, right? So when we say there is a person who's clear thinking in that way, not so like rambunctious enough to be like, fuck politics, fuck that. I don't care about what side, whose side, yada, yada, cheese, enchilada, right? Because both sides do bad. It's just what your morality will allow. Is this side better from a moral standpoint or
I mean, because we could go down the list of history and always do that. Because Obama's a war criminal. Like, what do we, if we want to do that?
OBZ. But hey, he's the first black president. My president was black, my Lambo was blue.
So I'm saying if you're in the politic game, like none of these people have
nobody's clean.
No. And then the ones that are, you're not seeing them.
They lame as fuck.
Or they're like they're taking care of their small town and wherever, right? Like that's what they're doing.
Like Cory Booker could never be president.
Right.
The nigga ain't got no swag, bro. We not supporting that. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Jeezy not making my president is black, my Lambo is blue about Cory Booker.
So, but
hey, let me say something else while we on this political rant. I see that nigga Van Jones cry one more, or start to cry one more time on national television, if I see that nigga, I'm gonna slap him in the back of the head. And I'm gonna say, oops, my bad, bro. It was a bug on you, and then walk away. Like, he cannot represent smart, articulate African Americans, black people across the world, and cry every fucking time the camera get on him, nigga. Like when Biden won. Oh my God. Look, I was going to TCC for my GED class, and my teacher was like, hey, let's watch this presidential shit, the election or whatever.
You talking about when he was like, imagine being...
They let us out of class, bro. We were watching it all together, like in the class, because at that time COVID had hit, and we were doing class virtually or whatever. But he was like, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all the rest of the day off to, watch the elections. We started watching it together. We saw the votes rolling in. At the end of the night, Biden won, right? And this nigga Van Jones get his ass up on the screen.
Oh yeah, he cried.
Crying. I'm like, hey man, nigga, we didn't cry when Obama got in office, nigga. We was like, hell yeah. We knew he was gonna win though. Like I felt like that's the last time like we knew this is a shoe in. Like we got
He
this.
cooked twice though. he cooked
Back
twice.
to back, nigga.
Yeah.
You can't. That's so busy.
I
Now,
remember when they showed a video, and then we can get off the shit. But
politics. Yeah,
they showed a video of like how debates used to be. Like him and Mitt Romney shook hands, and then he was like, Mitt Romney was like, I know it's your anniversary. You probably have someone better than me. And he was like, oh, what? Then be here with you and debate. And then so like they were just having like chummy conversations.
Yeah.
And then you go to Trump like, this motherfucker's a bitch, and I hate everything he stands for. You know, it's like a rap battle now. But
yeah. It's WWE.
but
for sure.
I mean, the only thing I will say is Project 2025 is extremely dangerous. That's what I will say.
What's that about?
Are you serious?
I ain't been hip. I don't know what's going on.
Dog. So so Trump says he didn't have anything to do with it, but his people literally wrote the bill. So it's a bill called Project 2025. So basically, if you win the election, you know you're technically sworn in January.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, next year they're gonna try to enact this Project 2025, and it basically changes how the government is run. So like, and it's gonna reverse a lot of shit that's put in place. It's gonna defund the education system, and in turn, the education system will be run by the government, so they can literally control any of the schooling will be controlled by the government, which is automatic red flag.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're already talking about critical race theory and taking out any of African-American studies out of there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. They're taking away any, like, gay, trans rights that have been established. Those are out the window. Abortion rights are...
I saw he said day one he's getting rid of, like, men participating in women's sports or something along those lines.
But this takes it further. It's taking away any of their rights, like as far as that goes. Abortion will be illegal nationwide, and the window for an abortion has to be like medically cleared, like I could die type of thing. But if it's past the statute of limitations, like the date they set, you can just die. They would let a little girl who got raped make her have a child. It's, and like I said, they're gonna try to take away like all like civil rights studies and things like that, the critical race theory. It'll basically be ran like a dictatorship, honestly, is what it boils down to. If you read and it's super long, and it's all bad. Like all of it's bad.
Yeah.
And like I said, his direct people wrote this bill. So he's saying, I don't even know what that, never heard of it. Come on, bro. So like the first thing they're going to do is try to enact that, especially the House is already overrun with Republicans. Right. So like they going to pass that bill. So that it's going to be, and like I said, they're cutting the education, man. And if they cut that and they control that, that's going to be rough.
Yeah. I saw like little conversations about Project 25, like what is this? But I didn't like dig through and see what was going on with that.
It's a lot. So if you go in there, and it's just all bad though, I can tell you that. It's none of it's good. And it's very, very bad. And it basically, and it grants like the president like immunity for certain things, which is obviously he wants to do.
Yeah.
But we can get off that. You can now let's get on to what you want to get off your chest, bro. You said you got some shit to get off your chest, so that's what we're going to spend our time doing. You got some
Well, how
things you
much?
want to say.
How much time we got, brother?
I'm gonna give you 30 minutes.
Oh, that ain't enough time.
Well, you better start
Hold on.
talking, bro.
Hold on. Let me get my.
No, you got to empty your pockets. Damn.
Gotta get my vape up out this bitch. All
Man.
right, so the last good doc that I watched is the Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun, right? It's
Oh,
on
okay.
HBO.
Yeah.
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah. That's a
Part
throwback.
one is Taylor's side, and part 2 is Scooter Braun.
Oh, I didn't know they did a side, like different sides. Okay. That's good journalism then. That's what's up.
Let me tell you something, Dalton Ford Smith.
What?
These white women are evil.
So you're
They
siding with
are
Scooter Braun?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Now, for those who don't know, and I know we did our clip that went viral on TikTok. Okay, about Taylor
Oh,
Swift and
oh,
me not
yeah, that was crazy.
understanding the hype
Yeah.
of around Taylor.
They told you where to start.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, one day when we get some time, I'm gonna read the comments that these women that left, and it's not just white women.
No, she sucked.
It's some people in there that look like us, me,
Yeah.
and that motherfucker telling me where to start with her music. So it's not about it's not about
Yeah, but
race.
that lawsuit was like a long time ago, right?
It was,
Yeah.
but here's what happened. Okay. Taylor got discovered by a record company called Big Machine. Okay. And it was a startup record label.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who owned Big Machine, don't remember who he was, or his name rather, but he was like, "Oh, I see something in Taylor. She got it." And she obviously, whether we choose to listen to her music or not, she got something, nigga. Okay, she got something. Whatever it is,
She
she
got
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Sold all these records. Think she did about 6 albums under Big Machine. Now this part for me gets a little foggy. I was paying attention, but I can't really recall. I know Tuesday will probably listen and be able to correct me on this.
Okay.
But either Big Machine was like, "Okay, we're ready to sell," or Taylor was like, "I'm ready to leave." I don't know which came first.
Okay.
But I think Taylor wanted to leave. And she wanted to sign directly to Universal. Because Big Machine was like a subsidiary of
Yeah, she
UMG.
wanted that big partnership.
Right. So UMG was like, or not UMG, but Big Machine was like, word, we're finna sell the label. Right.
Okay.
And all the artist works or whatever, which was pretty much just Taylor. I think they sold for like 300 mil. Right. And Scooter Braun was like, this shit for sale? Yeah, I got Taylor Swift. I want that.
Yeah.
I got the bread.
And he was on top right there.
Yeah,
Scooter
Scooter
Braun was
Braun was
killing. Yeah.
Ariana Grande, Kanye West,
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber was
Yeah.
his, his big. He came in the game with Justin Bieber. Matter of fact, the doc highlights that Scooter Braun actually got his first start in Atlanta, hosting parties, and was discovered by JD. Huge.
Wow.
That already gives him a level of credibility that niggas might not know he got.
And then another
but
Jermaine Dupri plug. There we go.
Yeah, but JD saw something in his ability to throw parties for the college that he was going to in Atlanta, which I can't remember what it was, Scooter. But he was throwing parties.
Must have been
JD
killing
was
it.
like, yeah, he was killing it.
Yeah.
So Scooter ends up buying Big Machine. Now, the part that gets left out of history is two main things as far as Scooter purchasing Taylor's albums
Okay.
and Big Machine overall.
Okay.
The first big thing that I took away from the doc is that Taylor Swift's dad owns 3% of Big Machine.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm going with that? So if a deal is presented, and Dalton wanted to sell self-conscious, right? Let's just say that. And it was worth 350
$10.
300 I'll give it a little bit more. Let's say $350,
Okay.
right? And let's say that Dalton was so gracious to give his wife 3%.
Oh yeah.
But his wife signed her brother, like brought her brother into the fold, right?
Yeah.
And he was the big reason why our label is even worth, or their label is even worth $350.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of feels like he's left out of the loop. But if you're a good big sister, Shelby, you're going to tell your brother, hey, we finna sell this shit. You might want to get in on this. Right?
Yeah.
That just seems like, but that's brother and sister relationship. Let's talk about father and daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Your dad owns 3%. He's on the board at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So if a deal's coming down the pipeline and your work is in this deal,
Yeah.
your father should had let you know about the deal.
Absolutely.
Taylor and her team thoroughly expressed that she had no idea that this was happening,
Okay.
which I personally feel they never disclosed, obviously, if that was the truth or not. But that's her side, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how they presented it, as if she didn't know. She fucking knew. Now, Scooter, then the second part that I feel like gets left out of the conversation a lot is the fact that Scooter offered to give Taylor her shit back.
Oh, her
Obviously for a
masters.
price. Yeah.
Okay.
All this was about the Masters
Yeah.
audience. It's not about yada yada. He offered to give her Masters back for a price.
Yeah.
She probably didn't like the price.
Probably not.
And decided to make it what it is. But he was willing and still willing to give her shit as long as they could do business together. So they also added in there that like Justin opened for Taylor when he first came out, or Taylor opened for Justin, or Justin opened for Taylor. I don't know who came out first. I don't know, but one of them opened for each other, and it was a big deal. So I think those are two very important things because the beginning of stan culture, like to the point where the fans start doxing the enemies and all that shit. It started with Taylor. It started with Nicki. It
Yeah.
started with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
And it bled over into hip hop now, I feel like, with Drake and Kendrick. As far as
Yeah.
even Kanye to a certain extent with this
Yeah.
Big Sean situation
Mm-hmm.
that just happened. Like this stan culture shit, like Taylor Swift's fans were threatening Scooter Braun's life in his family's life
Mm-hmm.
based off of this narrative that Taylor wanted to control, that there was a big bad man that
I told you this.
took everything from me. You know what I mean?
And I told you she always has a victim narrative. She's always the one being the victim.
And then the doctor said the same thing you said. But the thing about her being the victim is she always comes out the victor.
Yeah.
No matter what. And they even went to the extreme
she is essentially America's sweetheart in music form. So
100%.
yeah.
They even though this doc was about Scooter and Taylor, they at least brought up the Kanye situation 5 times. Like the MTV joint, and when he called her and was like, I feel like you owe me sex. Like he told her the line in the song. They brought that shit up as well. And how all that shit took a toll on her and da 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 da. And I'm just like, that's crazy.
Better go home and count your money, chick.
Like, yeah, this shit is deeper than like
Yeah.
what we really think it is as far as consumers and this music
Yeah.
shit. Like, there was a point in time where we just enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
Didn't care what was going on in the executives' offices and shit. We get a peek inside of into it when we watch movies and shit. You know what I mean?
Make it
Growing up in the
of. Yeah.
90s type shit. But
Yeah.
as far as like caring about what these niggas eat and wear and all that shit, like, well, don't take out the headphones. What's going on?
Thought I heard my son crying.
I thought that bitch that my son cried.
But I still don't know what that noise is though.
It might be a cat, bro. Cats be whining like that.
No.
I told that bitch that my son cried. I cannot wait, bro. Let me get a kid.
He could have been crying, but I don't know if my wife went in there though. But yeah.
But yeah, the Taylor and Scooter. If y'all got HBO Max, y'all should check it out. At first it seems like it's set up for Taylor to be the victor of the thing. Like they start with her side, so it's Taylor heavy. Like, but even the way they kind of break it down, you unbiased, you start to kind of see, oh, like this is like a ploy type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get to Scooter side, I mean, they kind of were like, oh, he was the first manager that became famous. Like, people actually cared about, and he was with Justin and Kanye, Ariana, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I do feel like he was trying to do good business. And personally, if I could just break this down in like actology, either Taylor curved Scooter early or Scooter curved her, and one of them are holding on to that. Throughout the direct, all this is somebody got curved. I ain't talking business. I'm talking somebody was trying to fuck and somebody said no.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%. This is, bro. All this shit boiled down to is somebody saying yes or no. Ultimately, like, this is all it is. And I think Taylor might have been the pursuer. I think she probably saw Scooter as one of those guys in high school that she couldn't get, and she just put that jacket on him type shit.
Got
He
it.
was like a popular kid type of guy. Cause that's the angle that she writes her music from. Like, she was always like the outcast type of chick that
Yeah, I mean her
looks
Dead
good
Poet
enough to
Society.
be like, she looks good enough to be with the football player, but the football player just don't acknowledge her. Like, that's her shtick. And
Her
I feel
angle.
like, yeah, Scooter Braun ain't like he's no Leonardo, you know, but you know, beauty's
Yeah,
in
he
the
a
eye of the
guy.
beholder. Yeah, he a guy. Yeah, it could have been you, nigga. You could have been Scooter Braun. Like, who give a fuck?
But
Moving
see, I'll just say what was the point of that story?
that they should watch the doc.
Oh, okay. You're just saying like plug in.
Yeah, like, I
check that
haven't
shit
seen
out.
a good doc in a while, and I tuned in and that
I will
one.
say that's interesting to have the both, like, one's like Taylor's side, his side, and then you make a choice. Part 3 is your side, you know.
Yeah, and I remember when this was going on because it was a big deal. I think she was the first artist that had to like re-record her albums. And then after that, we saw a trend. Like, I think Ashanti went and started re-recording her albums to get her masters back and all these things of that nature. So I will say Taylor's a pioneer in that aspect.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I ain't never heard no niggas re-recording their albums to get their masters back. So
Yeah,
she definitely led the charge in that. But I just remember that happened, you know, while we were potting. I don't know if we really spoke on it,
probably
but the
not.
aftermath of it, I still don't know. I mean, I guess Scooter owns the shit. She re-recorded the albums, and then she went on to sell like 3 million out the gate for her.
And all her new shit.
Yeah, Dead Poet Society or whatever the fuck
Killing.
this new album is called. Yeah. But moving right along, I did make a list this week that I shared with you. Oh, nigga, while we on music, Did you happen to see any clips or catch LL Cool J's interview with Charlamagne the God?
No.
Let me tell you something.
What happened?
I watched that full interview
Okay.
because we kind of journalists without going to school for it. We got to be abreast to the things of the culture. I
Okay.
watched the full interview to get a perspective and insight because I'm interested about this album that he's doing with Q-Tip.
Yeah. And he dropped that video with Ross
Yeah, overuse of the rapper hands.
and those
Uh,
that outfit was killing me. But
I mean, it's LL, bro. What can you expect?
yeah, what can you do?
I took away a couple things from the interview. LL is a thorough nigga. Thorough is a word that we don't use as much today in 2024 as we did early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. But thorough still stands for something. It still means what it means, right? Like he was hanging with those guys that black New York mafia culture lore is all about today. The Rich Porters, the Alpos, the Supremes. Mike Tyson was in the mix heavy back in the day. So like him talking about
Man, he was big too.
yeah,
He was a
him
big deal.
talking about his mentality and how he grew up and who he was hanging with while he was growing up makes a lot of sense why he carried himself the way that he did throughout his career.
Okay.
It was like, yes, you're the GOAT. You changed rap forever. You made it okay for the Nellies, the Drakes, the Jaws, the 50s, pretty much every artist that we have today. Uh, as far as like the premier rap superstar, LL was that.
Uh-huh.
He coined the term GOAT. A lot of
Yeah.
people forget to mention that
Yeah, he
or
was like
don't
a
equate.
sex symbol
Yeah,
doing
pioneer,
movies,
pioneer.
you know.
But that's one thing that kind
He did
of brought me
this.
back to yeah yeah the shark movie he did, Deep Blue.
The shark.
But uh Finding Nemo, you know what I'm saying, in adult I mean human form. But
He survived that movie too.
he survived, man. Come
Don't
on.
forget.
Um but another thing that I took away from the interview is that I wouldn't say that he's bitter today, being left out a lot of those conversations. It's kind of crazy that you come up with the term GOAT. But when we talk about top 5, top 10,
Yeah,
top 20,
he's not on the list. Yeah.
he's not on the list. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So I ain't gonna say he bitter. Charlamagne did ask him like, "How do you feel about being left out these conversations?" And he played it off. He did what he was supposed to do. But lyrically, LL to me, song making ability, he got that all day. Can never take. I like Headsprung. I like it when it came out, and when niggas was like shitting on it when it was out, I was like, y'all like this shit? This shit kind of crazy,
This
dude.
shit go.
like,
We yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna love you better with Pharrell, the Neptunes rather doing it. He got records, bro,
Yeah.
records. But like a conversation they had came up about him battling Jay-Z and Jay-Z's mans at the club. And like they walked away from LL laughing because LL didn't have any more rhymes to spit. So, in their eyes, they won. They brought it up, and LL was like, well, basically, he was like, tell them niggas to try me when I'm actually prepared. Like, tell them run that now type shit. And I was like, wait. Nigga, you think you can say yo? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can make a song, nigga. You can take your shirt off, lick your lips, do all that shit. Kill a shark, NCIS. But like, You don't really think you can see, okay, like rapping. Like I'm talking about rapping. I don't know.
I
But it
mean,
was a good interview.
but you
And
gotta have that confidence though, you know,
of course.
as a pioneer, you know.
But I
And
also
he not
know,
just gonna say like, yeah, they would still whoop my ass or whatever, you know.
but look, I also know I can shoot a 3-pointer, but I'm not gonna challenge Steph. Like, I'm not gonna be like,
You can't even challenge me on a 3-foot contest.
I don't know anything that I'm really confident in enough to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could go against the best in that's deemed as the best in that field. I don't know, like,
I mean, but the thing I'm saying, the reason I'm saying that is
okay,
he's lived that
wait.
life,
I
you
do
know.
got
Yeah.
a category. Who do you think is blacker than me?
Oh my, this shit again. Oh my god.
I'm just asking. Like, just say somebody. But you gotta say somebody like I could low key agree with. Like, just don't say Kevin Hart. Like, say somebody for real.
Kevin Hart.
I'm just saying, like, say somebody for real.
Man. Samuel L. Jackson.
Bet. Samuel L. Jackson is a black ass nigga. So like, I couldn't really test my blackness against his blackness because like he's black. You know what I'm saying? Like he a nigga for real. His girl took care of him, helped him get his acting career out the ground. I think he was a junkie early
No,
on or
shout
something.
this shout him out, man. He's great. Just
Samuel, my nigga. But I'm just
great.
saying, like, I ain't finna test that nigga in blackness. I know he been down through them trenches for real.
Yeah,
And he came
really
out the
has.
other side. He a fucking Jedi, bro.
Yeah.
He a
Mace
Jedi.
Windu.
Come on.
The only purple lightsaber we've seen.
Prince, nigga. So like, I just wouldn't challenge a nigga that I know. Like you, yes, have that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure Bronny, well, you know, Bronny's been a big topic. I'm sure Bronny feel like he can ball, but I'm pretty sure Bronny's not going to go 1-on-1 against like
Anthony
I don't
Davis.
know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he just know what he's capable of. A part of being great is knowing what you're capable of and where you know how like and knowing how far you can take that. Like I don't think being great is being like, oh, I could jump off this 3-story roof and survive. That's not being great.
That's not being great. Yeah.
That's being dumb. and being dumb is not a part of being great. I need niggas to understand that.
But the interview was good though.
It was great. Black and white. I wouldn't have did black and white, but it was great. Especially because all this media talk's been coming up lately. I don't know if you've been. I know you haven't. Complex did their list of like the top 20 like media person, like hip hop media people. I think.
Okay. I saw the sport one they did, but they did a hip hop media one.
Yeah,
Who's
Roy
number one?
was 13.
Who was number one?
Who was number one?
Did number one make sense? I guess
Joe was number 2.
Interesting. Okay. So
Or
who's
3.
number one?
I think it was academics.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hold on.
Please no, Kris. I don't want to talk about this if that's the case. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Hold on. Let me double check.
Because if they got Dick Ryder at number one, I'm done.
But all this was based off of the coverage of the Drake and Kendrick battle.
Man, I don't care what it's over.
Let me run down the list for you. At 25 is a guy named Gabe P. He's on the radar.
You're going to read all of them to me?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
24 was Ashron. I'll fuck his name up. But he has the media platform he works with is called Kids Take Over. And he basically interviews artists on the same like lineage as like a Lucky, a V's, and
oh, okay.
What's the chick name you like? Her voice deep, light skin, Atlanta.
Doichi?
Nah, I'm back outside. Niggas that made me mad. Anicia.
Oh, yeah.
He interviewed her.
Yeah.
I like her too. I just don't know her name. like how to pronounce Jason Lee 23, Adam 22 was 22, Van Lathan was 21, Nadeska was 19. I like Nadeska. Sway was 18. You got to put Sway on the list.
But 18 though, that's great.
Yeah, that's crazy. He should have been. But as far as like moments, I don't think Sway had a moment in a while though.
Yeah, it's been a while. But I'm saying it's
And
consistency though. You got to put him on
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah. Come on, the Wake Up Show. Come on, Angela Yee 17. Big Boy was 16. Big Boy's interview with Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign was great too. I don't know if you care to watch it, but it was
I saw
great.
clips from it. I never watched the whole thing, but I saw clips
And
from it.
Angie Martinez was 15. You got to get the legend that just do.
Stamped. Yeah.
Bootleg Kev was 14, and he's had some great interview moments this year. Roy Amal was 13. Our counterparts.
No.
Okay. This one, now last episode I told you, Yachty, the episode they did with Sweetie was fire.
Yeah.
But them being number 12 is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But they're number 12.
All
I
right.
ain't hating, but that's kind of crazy.
All right.
11 was Nori.
Nice. Okay.
Chinese niggas got something to do with this. Come on, bro. 10 was Nardwar. I feel like he should be higher on the list.
Absolutely. He's awesome.
But Nardwar was 9 is Gilly and Wallow.
Okay.
8 was Anthony Fantano. He had some moments this year. He had some moments.
Still
Drake DM'd him.
Yeah. Oh, great. Wow.
Well, it was, I don't understand this one at all. Ebro is number 7.
All right.
I hate Ebro more than any other media personality there
know.
is. Number 6 was Vlad.
Yeah. They gotta put that. They gotta put the ops on there though. So
Elliot Wilson was 5.
Okay.
He hasn't had no moments, but Elliot is needed because he is an actual journalist.
Yeah.
He's actually a journalist.
I thought they were are they taking a break right now?
He's taking a break with
Rap Radar. Yeah.
But he has another podcast
type
thing with DJ Head.
Okay.
And this white guy, I can't remember.
I just remember
his name.
I remember Rap Radar being like
I think their last big one was Will Smith, I think, which was dope. That they got Will. But Elliot has stayed because of he's an actual journalist. He's going to go get the story. 4 is Charlemagne. 3 is Casanat, which is deserved.
That's crazy.
He had Nicki Minaj on in his house.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal. Yep. 2 is Joe. Number 1 is Zach. Hey, love him or hate him, bro. During this Kendrick and Drake beef, bro, he was mentioned by both artists, bro. That's a big deal, bro. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah. You can just be number 1 for being a dick rider all day. Fucking hell.
Who said dick riding don't get you nowhere? You feel me?
Yeah, that's academics. I just don't know how he doesn't lose weight, all that fucking dick riding he do.
Yeah.
Fuck, I cannot stand him. Oh my fucking gosh.
I know.
You're talking about Ebro, but oh my god. They both suck, but come on. Come on.
I do like, again, me thinking about the podcast and us having to come in here and talk for like an hour and a half. I just like to know what's going on so I know what to speak on. You know what I'm saying? And
I got you, but
he got access to, he's privy to conversations.
That's great.
Drake talks to this nigga directly.
Yeah, I talk to the boy.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he talked to people.
I had to mute his name.
I'm getting ready to mute Drake's name. Not because I hate Drake, but because his stands are literally pissing me off.
They're going crazy. Yeah, they're going crazy.
But yeah, the complex list is always interesting. I mean, they know how to shake the table, I guess.
They definitely do, especially when they do like top artists and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was interesting.
That is.
I got some more
Button
notes.
making number 2 though.
Taylor, Trump. We already went through a lot of these. Without even trying. A little fun one. that I saw that I thought we could really have some real banter over is they got a picture of Goku's dad
Bardock.
and Vegeta's dad in the sky, and it says "Revive us, you shits." And then I quote tweeted it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Huh? Why did these niggas revive
Well,
their dad? Even just to have a conversation to be
well,
like,
Goku probably didn't care, but I'm surprised Vegeta didn't.
yeah,
He took his fucking name, so your planet was named after him.
yeah."
So
I do think it's interesting, right? Because if you go back to the Buu saga with Vegeta, when
yeah,
he turned into Majin Vegeta and he gave that speech about the speech, the ultimate speech, like I wanted to be better than you. I had this saying pride. I actually came to Earth thinking that I would hate this shit. I ended up marrying a bitch and
having
having
a
a kid,
family. Yeah,
and I actually like this shit, bro.
he's like I grow rather fond of them. Yeah,
Yeah. So part of me feels like he's aware enough to know that if it took him that long to get to that point and he still ain't really fully crossed the line, if he brought them niggas back, he'd be fighting every day of his life
well
because they
he was
would
way
try to,
stronger than his dad though.
yeah, facts. But I'm just saying, like, if he brought the Saiyans back or just a squadron or whatever, their ideology towards
Yeah, it's a wrap.
inferior races, they gonna try to like take over, and Vegeta's gonna be like, bro, it's different. And I feel that. You know what I'm saying? It's like having the hood cousin come
This is
to your house for the summer, right? And he or she is not used to being around white people or Indian people or Chinese people or whatever. Like they just don't know how to be around other people. And so the
yeah.
shit we
I'm
do,
now that we're talking about it, I'm not
yeah,
surprised. I'm not
yeah.
surprised because
I feel like Vegeta's way more mature enough to just be like, yeah, I'm finna bring my. He finna be boxing, and he was a kid when they all died, so he don't really
and
know how strong these niggas are. He
yeah,
never really got a full grasp of that.
and part of it, I mean, you realize like they weren't the best of people either. You know, the way of course the way their planet was destroyed was fucked up, but
Yeah,
like they had a hand in it. They did the same thing to many planets.
yeah,
Vegeta was one of them. He knew.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, him on the way to
100%.
Earth, he was destroyed a planet because of no reason. He just did it.
Yeah, and what you said about Goku is true too. I feel like
He has
he's
no
past
attachment to
that.
the Saiyan thing
Yeah, yeah, he's
because
past. Yeah,
he didn't learn about that till he was an adult. He didn't even
yeah.
know he had a dad.
And what he learned about it was already it was bad. There was no
Yeah.
good that came out of what
The
he
first
learned
Saiyan he
about.
met stole his son. So it's so,
And that's my brother,
and
nigga.
it's his
What the
brother.
fuck?
What the fuck are we talking
Yeah,
about? And then
yeah,
the second Saiyans he meets try to destroy his planet.
yeah. The planet he called home type shit.
And
So
then by the time he got there, killed half his friends. So
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. No, no, it's up. It's up for all y'all niggas. I just thought that was a fun little like, moment.
now Bardock does have like a little has like a little fun side story.
Yeah.
It came packaged with that game. It was like a special episode, but basically that blast didn't kill him. It sent him into the past.
Oh, interesting.
And then there he there's a he's like on the old like an old planet, and like you have like Frieza's ancestors and like Dodoria's ancestors there, and then you
Mm.
find out that he is the legendary Super Saiyan, like he's the first Super Saiyan.
See, this is
Yeah.
what I always find interesting about the continuity of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z Kai, like everything we saw. I remember
Well, Kai is
seeing
just takes out all the
like
filler.
yeah,
Mm.
but I remember seeing Bardock go Super Saiyan in a movie or something growing up. I remember that.
There there was speculation that it was because of whenever Frieza threw that blast,
Mhm.
what his hair went up and it turned red. That was an image a lot of people thought, oh, is he turning Super Saiyan? But that was him getting blown up. But But
I feel
there
like I
is
remember him going full Saiyan though.
he
Like there
he
was
he
a
did in that little special episode. The game's old, so like I mean, you definitely probably saw it. Hold on, I'll pull it up. But yeah, I just I just will say one thing about Dragon Ball Z. I just don't know how anybody hates on that show.
no
It
for sure.
you could I mean, yes, is it the best written show of all time? No. but but it is quintessentially fights the anime. Like
Mhm.
you wouldn't have the action we have today without
Without
it. Yeah. See, there you go.
Toriyama. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on that video game, but
With
I
a
think it was
little
Raging Blast too. It's like a special episode, but either way,
little
you got a little bit
tidbits.
longer, man. I'll give you a little.
Uh,
It's almost fucking 1 a.m., bro. I'm gonna be tired of shit.
yeah. I ain't really got I mean, we can hold off on everything. Common and Pete Rock dropped their album.
Yep,
I checked it out. I didn't get through it fully yet, but Dalton, you seem to enjoy it.
it was good.
Childish Gambino
Childish
dropped his
Gambino,
album.
Bando, in the New Stone World. I think
Yeah.
I haven't
Eminem
finished it.
dropped his album. I
I don't
know.
care, but yeah, it's he's the final is the Slim Shady moniker. I've heard literally zero about it. Nothing.
I've heard some things, but
I haven't seen a post about it. I haven't seen anybody ask me about it. I haven't seen a person I know post about it. I don't know anybody that talked about it.
we'll get into it more next episode once we get our, set
You
up together. You
you
know what
want
I'm
to talk about
saying?
the Eminem album? Okay.
No, I mean,
You want me to
I
listen
think
to
it's
it?
I think it's important as as far as us being music guys to actually try to give it a whirl.
Sure. I
And
mean, I would, Chris, but
yeah,
literally all his shit from the past 10 years sounds the fucking same. So I can't get excited to do so.
I feel you.
You know? I'm just saying. But I mean, if you want me to, I will listen to it at work for sure.
I mean, I don't want you to if
But
you don't want to. Like, I'm not.
but I did I mean I almost finished the Childish Gambino one, and then I definitely listened to Common Pete Rock a couple times. My girl, my Korean artist Sumin dropped her album again. Did it again. Another banger. And then I know it's kind of timely with everything that just happened, but I did listen to Lupe's new album too. But I know he went
Yeah,
on a little.
we got more to dig into. Like, I ain't even trying to
That's a whole bag of worms right there. But
yeah, I ain't really trying to get too deep into like
that's it.
all the lore and shit of what's going on right now. But this is like our setup for the time being right now. It's gonna look better and sound better and all that shit as
Yeah,
we go.
we're gonna use the rest of our credits at the studio too, just so we can use them. But
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that was what we were doing.
yeah,
I
I'm
was
not gonna
actually
just let them go to the wayside.
no, I thought I told Winter today. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be on the street ever again in my life. So let's
I
enjoy it
wouldn't
while
say
we're
that
here.
either. You never know if you're gonna drive now. But
Nah, I know where I'm going and I know where I'm not going. You understand me? I know
okay.
exactly.
But let me throw our names up here one more time. There we are. And then my Shelby did point this out. We be going. I'll be in the zone sometimes. I'll be forgetting that on the audio you're not seeing the promo code, but don't forget we have the Dad Gang promo code. It's DALTON 42453. Chris, stop editing while I'm talking.
Sorry,
Chris,
I'm done.
turn it.
I'm
Hey,
done. I'm sorry. I
like I
was just
said,
posting our
we
clip.
still
I'm
have
sorry.
the Dad Gang. I know what you're doing. Dad Gang promo. DALTON 42453, because I forget that if you're not watching it, you can't see it. So like I gotta say it as well. But it's still there, 50% off your whole order.
This is
And
Wakanda. It must be protected.
but it's in the description as well. I know not everybody reads the description, but it's there. But yeah. So this was us trying this remote thing. This will definitely be us soon, especially once my son is here.
Young Ronan, Kenchi, nigga,
Yeah.
fuck with it.
But we got some more work to do, get it squared away. I mean, but yeah. But we thank you for tuning in as always, and we'll see y'all next week for sure. This is gonna go live as soon as I'm done. So but yeah, appreciate y'all. All right, Kris, anything?
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Well, Kris is gone. I'm gonna throw the YouTube clip up.